Ariston. Test 1, 2, 2. All right, so we got. What?
1 minute to the start of the race. Larry Gonzalez.
Oh, we got 2 Russ Platts out there now.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
On Sunday.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, on Saturday. I gotta look it up. All right, we got a couple of Russ Platzes out here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, I know. So what I need for who's over by the bridge? Anybody by the bridge? I need marshals. It's my F1 drivers. James, Julio, Albert, Enrique, Jordan, Steve, and Zane. Marshals, please. All right, who's that? That's you?
Russ Platts. Ariston Gonzalez.
All right, I got marshals. All right, drivers. You guys ready? You good, Ariston? Larry? Yep. I work hard on this track. Shoes off. But don't rub your feet on the carpet. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot. Bridge is hot, drivers. Look down
Ariston
right there.
Gonzalez. Russ Platts.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, we got a lost part right there. All right, Russ, Larry, and Ariston all across the line. Larry coming across hot laps, 17.3, 18.5, 12 pace. Uh-oh. All right, drivers with 4:10 left. Drivers Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Oh, we got a car upside down. Caution upside down in the middle.
4
Next
minutes
race
left.
is 3,500 Lexan Experts. Well, but Kemper's gonna be taking a long time. So will Collins. So there's a little bit of a break. Only James is ready. Did you bring your laptop yesterday? All right. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Your race leader, Larry, 25:06.
3 minutes left.
Ariston, 17:508. Russ, 15:503. All right. We need to get off this 90s rock drive. Let's get into some modern music. Ha. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. I'm trying to get Kemper to be, you know, up with the times at least. Huh? At least up with like the you know the
2 minutes left.
2000s. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order with 150 left. There's still lots of time. Oh my God. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Your race leader. Larry, right there down the back straight away. Oh, narrowly avoiding Russ right there. All right, Larry. Larry with the orange car. Ariston with the blue car. And Russ with the white car.
One minute left.
No. All right, Larry, Ariston,
45
Russ.
seconds
That's
left.
your running order. Your race leader. It's going to be Larry right there with 40 seconds left, drivers. Larry on a 21.502, Ariston 17.507, Russ 15.509.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, 20 seconds left, drivers, 20 seconds left.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called, done. Everyone's still alive. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Larry Gonzalez done.
All right, Larry is done. Ariston,
Russ
keep
Platt's
going.
done.
Russ is done. Ariston right there working his way around on his final lap.
All drivers are
All
finished.
right, all drivers done. That is
Ariston
race
Gonzalez
drivers.
done.
Larry taking that
The
one.
race is completed.
21.503.
Up next, race number 2. Hobby Therapy 3500 Lexan. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Julio Abro, James Brandt, Colin Gonzalez, Chris Kemper, James Brandt. Two minutes to the start of the race. Colin Gonzalez.
All right, Julio, James, Colin, and Kemper. I need my marshals, please. Larry, Ariston, and Russ. All right. Waiting on Julio.
One minute to the start of the race.
You're not making it? All right, you guys ready? Colin, you ready? Fern, did you sign up? You gonna race?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers, bridge is hot, drivers, bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. right, drivers James, Kemper, and Colin. James at a 9.4, Kemper 9.4, Colin 9.8.
Four minutes left.
All right, James 32.502. Kemper, hot lap 9.2, 32.509. All right, James 32.504, 9.3 hot lap. Kemper 35.08, hot lap 9.20. Colin with a 9.8. If you're
3
running,
minutes left.
oh, I think they're training. Are you guys training at Blinky? Are you still on a hobby wing, Kemper? Cheater. That motor's not legal for 3,500 Lexan. As per SRA rules, that motor is banned. No, this is an SRA class. But yeah, so, yeah. Oh, caution back straight. Colin stuffs it. All right, James, Kemper, Colin. Kemper with that hot lap still 9.20. James at a 9.31. And Colin with a 9.
2 minutes left.
All right, drivers, coming up next, going to be AAA stocks coming up next. Oh, I'm glad we didn't wait, man. All right, James, Kemper, Colin, and Julio.
One minute left.
All right,
45
drivers,
seconds
James,
left.
9.2, Kemper, 9.0. No.
30 seconds left.
It's been banned, so, you know, I'm just saying. It's actually only you and Kemper right now running hot wing motors.
15
Oh, he
seconds
is?
left.
All right, drivers, as time is about to expire, drivers, keep going. Your name is called, done. Everyone's still alive. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Chris Kemper done. James Brandt done. Julio Abro done.
All right, waiting on Colin.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
You're running a spool? All right. Up next, AAA stock.
Up next, race number 3. PN stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Lieutenant Dan, Enrique Barba, Mr. Wick, Larry Patterson.
Hmm.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Steve B, Enrique, Jordan, and Larry, you guys are up next. Lunch break. Oh. Yep.
Enrique Barba. One minute to the start of the race.
All right.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Lieutenant Dan. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Mr. Wick. Larry Patterson.
All right, drivers, you guys ready?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yes. All right, you guys ready? All right, drivers, bridge is hot. But
Lieutenant
if
Dan.
you're, are you going to Vegas?
Enrique Barba.
Then you shouldn't be
Mr.
running
Wick.
a hobby wing.
Larry Patterson.
All right, Stevie B, 28509, Larry. Jordan, how come you're not
4
checking?
minutes left.
Where are you? What happened? It was checking. It's not moving now? Throttle? Oh. $3,500 out there? Here's 12. 12 tooth pinion. Yeah? 3,500 is 12. Superstock is 14. Oh my God.
3 minutes
Green.
left.
Red is red is super stock, and green is 3,500. All right, Steve B, Larry, Enrique, Jordan with some electrical issues. Julio, what motor's in your 3,500? What motor's in your 3,500? Oh, that's right. That's no. Shh, 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 shh. All right, Steve B, Larry, Enrique, Jordan still not counting.
2 minutes left.
Oh, there you go. Jordan's got one lap in finally. Shh, shh, shh. All right. All right, drivers. Steve B, 26,
1 minute left.
5 flat. Hot lap 10.9. Larry with 11.2. Enrique 11.2. Jordan out. I said Jordan
45
out.
seconds left.
I said Jordan is out. All right, 30 seconds left, drivers. 35 seconds left. Coming up next, Superstock. Superstock, you're up next.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds
They've been
left.
out of stock forever. I've got the PN one. That's because you keep messing it up.
Larry Patterson done. Lieutenant Dan done.
No. No. There's not only one way to do it. All right, Stevie
All
B's
drivers
done,
are
Larry's
finished.
done, Enrique's done.
Enrique
That's your
Barba
race
done.
driver. Steve B
The race
taking
is
out
completed.
26.506.
Up next, race number 4. PN Superstock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Colin Gonzalez, James Brandt, Julio Abro, Chris Kemper, Enrique Barba, Mark. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Superstock. Colin, James, Julio, Kemper, Enrique, and Mark K. Superstock. You guys are up. You going to make this Superstock, Colin? So, if Jennifer is watching, Jordan needs to get his schoolwork done early tomorrow so that he can come in and test. You hear me, Jordan?
Chris Kemper,
You need to get your schoolwork
James
done
Brandt.
post haste tomorrow. Quickly.
1 minute to the
All
start
right,
of the
guys.
race. Mark.
I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention to what's been going on online, you know, with RCHQ and all, but we're doing a leaderboard. I don't know if you've seen it as you walk up onto the
45
driver's
seconds
stand.
to the
There's
start
an
of the race.
on-road leaderboard right there, your top threes. But we're also going to be adding in our MiniZ
Rchq
leaderboard as well as our off-road leaderboard as they come along. This Saturday, there's going to be a pre-tally
30 seconds to the start of the race.
leading into Saturday's racing. But basically, it is leaderboards per
Colin
class. I want to say, where's the papers? Where's the paper? Did you
Julio
throw mine?
Abro. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
I have the leaderboard right now. All right, super stock. Where are my marshals from the last race? That'd be Stevie B, Larry, Enrique, and Jordan. Enrique's racing. Uh-oh. All right, so right now the leaderboard in Hobby Therapy 3500 is Chris Kemper. In the 2 spot is James. And in the 3 spot is Frank, just so you know. All right, and then the super stock leaderboard is also Kemper, followed by Ebert and Julio. Julio sitting number 3 on that leaderboard as well. Box stock is Larry Patterson, followed by Tony, then Russ Platts. And F1, we got Julio and Ebert right there tied. And Albert in the number 3 spot for the leaderboard. Thank you. All right, drivers, you guys ready? I need a marshal over here. Hey, yeah, well, I need somebody on that side, though. I need somebody on that side, because you know Colin's going to stuff it on that side. Yeah. That'd be better. All right, drivers, you guys ready? Julio, you ready? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers.
Colin
Bridge
Gonzalez.
is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it
James
clean.
Brandt.
Enrique and
Julio
Mark
Abro.
K already across the line.
Chris Kemper. Enrique Barba.
All right,
Mark.
Kemper across the line. Oh, Kemper driving by Braille right there. Utilizing the bowling alley rails to its fullest. All right, early on, James Brandt 9.8. Colin with a 10.4. Kemper with a 9.9. Oh, man, payback. Oh, one more, Jordan.
4 minutes left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. Drivers, James, Kemper, Julio, Colin, Enrique, and Mark K. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Kemper 35.04 pace, Hollop 9.6, James with 9.7, Julio to 10-4, Colin 10-2, 10-1. Enrique 10-6, Mark K 10-6.
Three minutes left.
Oh, we got a car upside down. Oh, Colin with the hot lap right there. All right, Kemper, James, Julio, Colin. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, Julio getting tangled up. That was James getting tangled up. Kemper to the point now. Did Kemper take you out, James? That's the way I remember it. All right, Kemper, James, Colin, Julio, Enrique, and Mark. Whoa. All right,
2
Jars
minutes
3
left.
down, 2 to go. Jars 3 down, 2 to go. Hot lap from James Brandt, 9.659. That last time around. Kemper with a 9.66. Colin 10.1. Julio 10.4. Enrique 10.4. Mark K 10.6. All right, Kemper, James, Colin, Julio, Enrique.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 40 seconds on the clock. Drivers, Kemper 35.06, James 29.501, Colin 28.509, Julio 27, Enrique 26, Mark 24. All right, your race leader
30
right there,
seconds left.
Kemper. Out onto the back straightaway after that rough start, moving up to the front right there, taking out his opposition as he rolls through. Got Kemper, James, Colin, Julio, and Enrique. Mark K in that number 6 spot. Oh, Enrique
15 seconds
pulling it
left.
off right there. Still trying to get his car dialed in. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still alive. Keep going.
Colin Gonzalez done.
Colin is
Enrique
done.
Barba
Enrique
done.
done. Julio
Julio
done.
Abro done.
Mark K done.
Mark
James done.
James Brandt done.
And Kemper is
All
done.
drivers
That's your
are
race
finished.
drivers. Kemper,
Chris Kemper done.
35.08.
The race is completed.
All right, up next, Sportsman 3500.
Up next, race number 5. Sportsman 3500. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Lieutenant Dan, Mark, Rob Allen, Larry Patterson, Larry Gonzalez.
All right, 3500 Sportsman, you guys are up next. That's going to be the Larrys. Stevie B and Mark K.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, I need marshals from the last race, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Larry Gonzalez. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
That is never a good sign. All right, Steve B, Mark K, Rob, and
30 seconds to the start of the race. Larry Patterson. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
What happened, Larry? What? Oh, operator error. I think you need to fire your mechanic. All right, Larry just lost one of the pivot screws, the side link screws.
Lieutenant
You see
Dan.
any screws right around here somewhere? Is it silver or black? Oh my God. It's the side leaf. Is it a 4 mil? Yeah. Associated. No, associated. No, it's the one that holds the pivot ball. Is it just a regular 2 mil screw? Let me see. Countersunk? All right. 30. You looking for something, Larry? Oh. All right, there's not. All right. Mark K.
Mark.
Rob's going to sit this one out. All right, you guys ready? You good, Larry? Patterson? Larry, sorry, LG? Good? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Qualifying round number 1, Sportsman 3500. I'm about to put a plastic rail right there. All right, Larry, Steve, Mark, LG, and Rob. What's up? What? Teflon tape? No. Why? Why? Oh, I have that. Yeah. No, I have it for the car.
4 minutes left.
I have it for the body. Uh-huh. All right, Steve B, Larry, Mark K, and LG. Oh. All right, Steve B, LP, Larry Patterson to the point now, 27,502. All right, Stevie B and Larry going back and forth right there. Half a second right there, separating first and second. So we got Stevie B, 27,502. Larry Patterson, 27,504. Mark K, 25,501.
3 minutes left.
LG, 21,501. Oh, LG up. Larry Patterson upside down. Sorry about that. All right, up next going to be F1s. You're going to make him pull a hip or something. All right. Stevie B, 27,507. LP, 26,503. Mark K, 25,510. LG, 22,513. Stevie B with that hot lap that last time by 10 flat.
Two minutes left.
I think I know what the problem is. You got too much wing. Yeah. Isn't that a lot of wing for a Mako? All right, drivers with 135 left. Drivers Stevie B, Larry, Mark K, and LG. That's a massive wing on there. It's like a slot car wing. All right, drivers with 1 minute left. Drivers Stevie B, Larry, Mark K, and LG.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers with 45 seconds. Drivers 45 seconds left.
45
Stevie B,
seconds
Larry,
left.
Mark K, LG. And Larry Patterson right there looking good. Oh, right in the side of Stevie B right there.
30 seconds left.
All right, Mark K to the 2 spot now, 25,502.
15 seconds left. Lieutenant Dan done.
All right, Steve B's done. Everyone else
Mark
keep
done.
going. Everyone else still live. Keep going.
Larry
Drivers,
Patterson
keep
done.
going.
All drivers
All
are
drivers
finished.
done now.
Larry
Steve B
Gonzalez
taking
done.
that one, 26.5
The race is completed. Up next, race number 6. PNF1. Heat 1 of 1. Race
see
order
that
is
thing.
James Brandt,
Mark.
Julio Abro, the smartest, Enrique Barba, Mr. Wick, Lieutenant Dan, Zane Rawls. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right. F1. James Brandt.
James Brandt.
Oh, thank God for the rail. That's where I was stuffing Zane's car every time, too.
The smartest. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, F1s. Let's get them out. F1s. You guys are
Mr.
up next.
Witt.
I need marshals from that last race. 3,500 Lex and marshals, please.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Julio Abro. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Lieutenant Dan. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Not quite sure why we got Rob Allen out there. Oh, yeah, that's Zane.
Zane Rawls. Enrique Barba.
All right. All right, drivers. 7 F1s out there. You guys definitely going to want to spread it out. You guys all ready? All ready? Steve B? All right, take a look down. Take a look down at your feet. Step back behind the red line, please. We got the shorty up there again, Jordan. Right? All right, Zane is no longer short, so he has to abide by the red line as well. All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Your time will start as you come across the line. Oh, we got a car upside down in the middle. Caution, caution. Oh, that was Zane. That wasn't Zane? All right, drivers. James out of the gate right there, 10-1. James definitely cheating on this one. Let's see. Oh, caution in the middle, caution in the middle.
"4 minutes left.
All right, James out front, 29.504. Albert, 28.504. All right, let's see right there. We got James, Albert, Jordan, Julio, Stevie B, Zane, and Enrique. Hot lap from James Brandt with a 10-1. Albert to the point now, 10-3.
3 minutes left.
We got Albert, James, Julio, Jordan, Steve, Zane, Enrique. Albert 10-3, James 10-1, Julio 10-1, Jordan 10-4, Steve B 10-9, Zane 10-7, Enrique 10-6. All right, Albert, James, Jordan, Julio, Steve, Zane, Enrique. All right, Albert 29.509, James 29.509 with a 4.
2 minutes left.
100 separating first and second right there. Albert and James going back and forth. Jordan sitting in that number 3 spot, about 7.2 seconds back. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. All right, Albert, James, Julio, Jordan, Steve, Zane, and Enrique. All right, drivers with 1:30 left on the clock. Drivers Albert 29.508, James 29.508 with a 7. 1/10 separating Albert and James. James to the point now.
One minute left.
All right, drivers with less than a minute on the clock. Drivers James out front, Albert in the 2, Julio in the 3, Jordan in the 4, Zane in the 5, Enrique in that 6 spot, Stevie B out.
45 seconds left. $30 left.
All right, caution in the straight.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still live. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Zane Rawls done.
Zane is
Mr.
done.
Wick done.
Jordan's done.
Julio Abro done.
Julio's done.
James Brandt
done.
Enrique Barba done.
Enrique's
drivers
done.
have
Albert's
finished.
done. That is your race, drivers.
smartest
James
done.
taking that one.
race is completed.
29.507. Yes, there's a break. There really isn't much time.
Up next, race number 1. PN Kyosho box stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race
All
order
right,
is
drivers, it's 7:09.
Larry Gonzalez,
You guys good
Garrison
at 10
Gonzalez,
minutes?
Russ Platts.
You need longer? Huh? All right, it's 7:09. All right, we're going to get started round 2 at 7:30. Go. Round 2 at 7:30. Track is open for practice. All right, heats posted. Drivers qualifying round 2 heats are posted. Mm-hmm. Which car? No, which
The smartest.
Which class?
$13.4. 11-3. 11-4. 11 flat. 11-4. 12-9. 11-3. 11-3. 11-5. 11-4. 11-2. 13-1. 12-1. Lieutenant Dan. 10-9. 10-8. 11 flat. 10-9. 11-7. 17-8. Julio Abro. 11-2. 10-5. 10-7. 10-3. 10-8. 10-3. 11-2. 10-3. 'Mark. 11 flat. 11-3. 11 flat. 26.1. 10-3. 11-8. 10-3. 10-9. 11 flat. 10-5. 20.5. 10-9. 21.6. 11-2. 10-4. 10-3. 18-4. 10-8. 10-8. 10-4. 11-3. Lieutenant Dan. Ten four. 24.7. 10-8. 'Lieutenant Dan. Twelve four. 15-7. 'Julio Abro. 13-7. 11-6. 10-9. 10-7. 13-9. 10-2. 10-2. 22.9. 11 flat. 24.3. 10-7. 11-9. 13-2. 12-2. 10-6. 17-9. 10-9. Mr. Wick. Julio Abro. 19-4. 10-5. 11-4. 10-5. 10-4. 10-1. 10-7. 18-6. 10 flat.
All right, box stock is up. Box stock.
11-7. 10-3.
Stevie B 10-2. Woohoo. Oh, wait. No, that's not fast. Never mind.
10-2.
All right, drivers.
10 flat. 10-1. 10-7. 10-3.
All right, that's it. That's it. All right, drivers. Marshals from the last race, please. F1s. James, Albert, Julio, Jordan, Zane, Enrique, Stevie B. You guys are up next. Sorry, marshals, please. Larry, Ariston, and Russ. You guys are up. Phillips.
Russ
Yes.
Platts. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
It's silver with a red knob on it. Then no. What glasses? Try to look inside the second drawer of my red toolbox. And also Phil probably has some too. Like eyeglass screwdriver kit. But
Larry Gonzalez.
that silver with the red knob is the closest I'd have that size. But in there might be like a gray with gray with green handle.
Ariston
Like
Gonzalez.
a kit. All right, you guys ready? Where's my marshals? F1 marshals. Chop chop. But that's only 2 of you. There's 7. 7.
1 minute to the
F1
start of the
marshals.
race.
Where did James go? Oh, there's James. Uh-oh.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
No, that sucks. All right, drivers. All right, time to get this one started. Bridge is hot. Drivers, bridge is hot.
Larry
Keep
Gonzalez.
it clean.
Ariston Gonzalez.
Larry, Ariston,
Russ
and
Platts.
Russ. All right, it's taking us about 45 minutes to get through a round, so we need to keep things rolling. Otherwise, we're going to be here till like 10 o'clock. We're cutting into Kemper's sleep time. Collins, too. We're going to be cutting into your sleep time. 740. All right, we got Larry out front, Arison in the 2, Russ in the 3. All right, your whole field right there separated by 5.8 seconds. So we got
4 minutes
Ariston
left.
now to the point. Larry in the 2, Russ in the 3. Oh, Ariston in the Ariston upside down. Hey, if you push it more than twice, you got to buy it. Jonathan. If you push it more than twice, you got to buy it. All right, Larry, Russ, and Ariston. That's your running order. All right, drivers. 2 down, 3 to go, drivers. 2 down, 3 to go. We got Larry, Russ, and Ariston. That's your running order. Your race leader right there, Larry, driving that all orange car. Russ in the white car. Ariston in the blue car. Oh, Ariston puts it on the rail. Uh-oh. All right, Ariston back on all 4 right there. We got Larry in that 1 spot. Russ in 2, Ariston in the 3. All right, drivers, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Your race leader right there is going to be Larry out front, Russ in the 2, Ariston in that 3 spot.
Two minutes left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there is going to be Larry out front, Russ in the 2, Ariston in that 3 spot. All right, drivers, 1:30. Larry, Russ, and Ariston. That's your running order. Oh, we got 2 cars upside down right there. That's going to be Ariston and Russ.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, less than a minute on the clock. Drivers, Larry out front, hot lap 12.5. Russ with a 14.7, Ariston with a 16.2.
45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, Larry, Russ, and Ariston. That's your running order. Your race leader.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time has expired. Everyone keep going, drivers, keep going. Everyone's still alive, keep going. Larry is done. Ariston is done.
All drivers are finished.
That is race drivers. Larry taking that one, 21.504.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 2. Hobby Therapy 3500 lesson. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is James
All right,
Brandt,
3,500. You guys are up next.
Colin Gonzalez, Julio Abro. Chris Kemper. 2 minutes to the start of the race. James Brandt.
All right, waiting on Colin and Julio. Colin, you gonna make this one? Masterpiece.
1 minute to the start of the race. Julio Abro. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Colin Gonzalez.
Wait, I thought you changed the diff.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
seconds to the
driver's
start
bridge
of
is
the
hot.
race.
Driver's bridge is hot. Keep it smooth. Keep it clean. All right. Out of the gate right there, we got James on a 32.502 pace. Lap 9.4, Kemper 9.7, Julio 10.4, Colin with a 14.5 his first lap by. Oh my goodness, what's going on with that thing? It's like pushy. That's awful. It's fast.
4 minutes left.
All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Colin. All right, we got James and Kemper. Uh-oh. Kemper upside down. Let me see it, Colin. That's not how you fix it. Oh my God. All right, drivers, your race leader right there, James. Out front, Julio wasn't a 2-spot. Oh.
Oh, nice.
3 minutes left.
Did it crack?
You have no screws in it.
There's screws in it.
The whole gear is off. It's better now, though.
Just leave that plate off then.
You gotta take off the wheel, and then I'll go through it and fix it. Oh. Here, hold on. Don't move. Ridiculous. Did you lose the gear too? All right, James Kemper, Julio. James right there, 32,509. Take it to your pit spot and take the wheel off. Okay, so take it to your pit spot and take the wheel off. I only heard one fall. One pin.
2 minutes left.
No, that's not him. I don't see the other pin in there though.
What do you mean? Just take it over to the pit. Over to the pit. All right, James. Actually, just bring it here. Bring me the nut driver. Wheel nut driver. Oh my God! All 4 pins are out. All 3 pins. Sorry. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, and Colin. All right, drivers with 120 drivers, 120 left on the clock. We got James, Kemper, Julio, and Colin. Oh my God.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. 1 minute left. All right, we got
45
James,
seconds left.
Kemper, Julio, and Colin. James on a 32,507.
Thirty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All right, drivers, your race leader is going to be James, Kemper, Julio. With 5 seconds left, drivers, keep it smooth, keep it clean. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is
Chris
called.
Kemper
Done.
done.
Everyone's still alive. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Julio Abro done. All drivers are finished.
All right, all
James
drivers
Brandt
done.
done.
That is your race,
The
drivers.
race is completed.
James taking out on 32,507.
Up next, race number 3. PN Stock. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Lieutenant Dan, Larry Patterson, Enrique
All right,
Barba,
AAA stock up
Mr. Wick.
next. All
2
right,
minutes
guys,
to the
drop your
start of
cars,
the
head
race.
back out to Marshall. Drop your cars, head back out to Marshall.
Mr. Wick, Enrique Barba, Larry Patterson,
All right, waiting on
Lieutenant Dan.
Stevie B to check. All right, Marshall's from the last race. It's going to be James Kemper, Julio, Colin. Marshalls.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, you guys ready? Yeah? All right, drivers, bridge is hot. Drivers,
Lieutenant
bridge
Dan.
is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean.
Larry Patterson, Enrique Barba, Mr. Wick,
All right, driver Stevie B, Jordan Enrique.
Four minutes left. Three minutes left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. All right, driver Stevie B, 26,506. Jordan, 26,509.
Two minutes left.
All right, Stevie B, Jordan, Larry, and Enrique. All right, Jordan, Stevie B, Larry, Enrique. That's your running order.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, less than a minute on the clock. Drivers, Jordan, 26,502. Stevie B, 26,504. Larry,
45 seconds left.
23,510. Enrique, 21,512.
Thirty seconds left.
All right, Jordan, Stevie B, Larry, Enrique.
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time has expired. Keep going. Your name is called. Done.
Lieutenant
Everyone's
Dan
still
done.
alive. Steve B's done.
Enrique Barba done. Mr. Wick done.
Just waiting on Larry. He is done. That is race drivers.
All
Jordan
drivers
taking
are
that
finished.
one. 27,
Larry
510.
Patterson done. The race is completed.
Here, come here. You gotta buy that.
All right. Does it work now?
Yeah. So, but it's got.
Up next, race number 4.
You had the
PN
gear in
Superstock.
backwards.
Heat 1 of 1.
The gear was
Race order is
on that way.
Chris
The
Kemper,
retainer
James Brandt, Colin Gonzalez,
is the pin.
Enrique Barba,
Oh, okay.
Julio
Right.
Abro.
The gear
Mark.
retainer. So it's the pins.
So
You
do
had
I
it
have
on
to
the other
run
way.
this?
No, you can take that out.
Okay.
Right. Put a drop of
The oil.
my oil on the gear.
The nasty.
But no.
Oh, that thick oil.
PTF. Yeah.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
It's not gonna have any grease in it.
Chris Kemper, James Brandt, Mark, Julio Abro.
All right. Kemper, James, Colin, Enrique, Julio, and Mark K. Here's your radio.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right. I need Jordan,
45
Stevie D,
seconds to the
Larry,
start
and
of the
Enrique out
race.
to Marshall, please. Yeah, come on, chop, chop, man. You're up.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Enrique, you gonna make it? Enrique? You good? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot.
Chris Kemper, James Brandt, Colin Gonzalez, Enrique Barba,
Yeah, I
Julio
need my
Abro.
marshals. Oh,
Mark.
Kemper off the rail right there. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, glue your sidewalls, man. All right, James, Julio, Mark K, Kemper. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Looks like grip must be coming up. Can't wait for tomorrow, man. Track's gonna be fast. So tomorrow I'm just gonna vacuum. I vacuum and mop this morning. So tomorrow just vacuum.
4 minutes left.
All right, we got James, Julio, Kemper, Mark K. All right, James, Julio, Kemper, and Mark K. No, but doesn't it normally get dirty? Dusty? Tire? All right, James, Julio, Kemper, Mark K, Colin, Enrique. All right, James, Julio, Kemper, and Mark K.
3 minutes left.
Super stock. Final round of qualifying. Time to beat is going to be Kemper's 35.08. James on a 35.02 right now. Kemper struggling with that roll right there. Looking for the shortcut. Not able to stick the landing on that one. All right, James with that hot lap. 9.4. All right, James, Julio, Kemper, Mark K.
If a car feels good and balanced and just perfect, but it's slow,
That is not perfect.
2 minutes left.
All right, James, Julio, Kemper, Mark K.
I need to develop like a tester to. Well, first you can do the.
All right, James, Julio,
1
Kemper,
minute
and
left.
Mark K.
$45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, James, Kemper, Mark K. Julio out.
$15 seconds left.
All right, James, Kemper, Mark K. With time about to expire, drivers keep going. Your name is called. Done. James, keep going. James, keep going. Kemper, keep
Julio Abro
going.
done.
Mark K, keep going. Julio is done.
Chris Kemper done.
Kemper's done.
James Brandt done.
James is done. And
Mark
Mark
done.
K is done. Enrique
All drivers are
is done.
finished.
That is the race drivers. James
Enrique
taking down with
Barba
31,
done.
509.
The race is completed.
All right, up next, 3,500 sportsmen. 3,500 sportsmen.
Up next, race number 5. Sportsman 3500. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Lieutenant Dan, Mark, Larry Patterson, Larry Gonzalez, Rob Allen. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, LPLG, and Rob. That doesn't look right.
Larry Gonzalez. 1 minute to the start of the race. Lieutenant Dan. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Larry Patterson. Mark. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Stevie, Marquez, Larry, and LG. Where's my marshals? 1, 2.
Last calibration.
Julio. Enrique. All right, we're ready? You ready, Marquez? Wait, you know what I'm saying, right? All right, drivers. Bridge is hot, drivers. Bridge is hot. All right, out front we got, was Stevie B. Stevie B still in front, 27.5 flat.
4 minutes left.
All right, Marquez. Stevie B, Marquez, LP, and LG. All right, Stevie B, Larry. Stevie B, 27.5 flat. Larry, 26.506. Marquez, 26.509. LG, 24.512. All right, Stevie B with that hot lap, 10 flat.
3 minutes left.
All right, Steve B, Larry Marquez, and Larry LG. Steve B, 28.508 pace right there. Steve B working his way around that team associated car right there. Looking good. 9.8 hot lap right there from Steve B. Oh, Steve B getting tangled up.
2 minutes left.
All right, up next is F1. Huh? Oh, he's working on the thing for you. All right, Steve B, Larry Marquez, and Larry Gonzalez. He's just working on his computer. All right, drivers with 130 left, drivers. 125 left on the clock. Steve B, Larry Marquez, Larry Gonzalez. All
1
right,
minute left.
drivers with 1 minute left, drivers. 1 minute left. Your race leader, Stevie B, out front, 28.509. LP on it, 25.504. Mark K, 25.511. LG, 23.505.
45 seconds left.
Stevie B, Halap, 9.755.
Thirty seconds left.
Whoa, whoa.
I think what it is when you change it is you're not on the front side. The way you change the number,
15 seconds left.
number actually changes.
Yeah.
You'll get a few percent more or less.
Yeah. All right, drivers, Steve B, Larry, Mark K, and LG. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called done. Everyone is still live, even after the tone.
Larry Patterson done. Mark done. Lieutenant Dan done. All drivers are finished. Larry Gonzalez done.
All right,
The race
drivers.
is completed.
Up next, F1. F1's up next. Mark,
Up
let me see
next,
it.
race number 6. PNF1. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is James Brandt, the smartest. Julio Abro. Mr. Wick. Zane Rawls. Enrique Barba. Lieutenant Dan. Two minutes to the start of the race.
You need damping. You need damping, too. $15K or $30K?
James
On
Brandt.
the side dampers?
The smartest.
All right, F1s. All right, Steve B, Larry, Mark K, and Larry Gonzalez. Out to Marshall, please. Got James,
Julio
Albert,
Abro.
Julio, Jordan, Zane, Enrique,
1 minute to the start of the race. Zane Rawls.
and Stevie B.
Enrique Barba.
All right, let me get my marshals. Larry's and
45
Mark
seconds
K.
to the start of the race. Mr. Wick.
Harrison, can I get you to come and marshal? Also, please.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
It's right here, it's fine.
$15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, just waiting on Stevie B. Oh,
Lieutenant Dan.
back up, back up. You gotta try reversing. You weren't stuck. No. We good? You good, Steve B? All right, driver's bridge is hot. Driver's bridge is hot. Keep it smooth, keep it clean. Qualifying round number 2. Final round of qualifying. Final race in qualifying round number 2. Time to beat is going to be James Brandt, 29.507. All right. Out front early on, we got Julio, Albert, Steve, Zane, Jordan, James. You have a rough first lap, James? And Enrique.
Four minutes left.
All right, drivers Albert, Stevie B, James, Julio, Zane, Jordan, Enrique. Oh, we got a huge pile up right there down the back straightaway. Go, 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 go. All right, straightaway is clear. I'm not sure who was all involved in that one. It looks like James is involved in that one. So we got Albert, Stevie B, James, Zane, Jordan, Julio, Enrique.
3 minutes left.
All right, your top 5 on the same lap right there. Hot laps right there is going to be James Brandt, 10 flat. Stevie B with a 10.6. Albert with a 10.5. Zane with a 10.8. Jordan with a 10.7. Julio with a 10.2. Enrique with a 11.2. All right, drivers Albert, James, Stevie B, Zane, Jordan, Julio, Enrique. James with that hot lap, 10 flat. Albert with a 10.5.
Two minutes left.
All right, Albert and James right there, 6/10. Stevie B in the 3, Zane in the 4, Jordan in the 5, Julio in the 6, Enrique in the 7. All right, drivers, your race leader right there is going to be James Brandt. That's black and gold right there. Working his way around down the back straightaway now. Oh, Zane and Stevie B getting tangled up. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, Zane getting tangled up right there.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers, with 1 minute left, we got James, Albert, Stevie B, Jordan, Zane, Julio, and Enrique.
$45 seconds left.
All right, caution, caution. In the middle, caution in the middle. Oh, that was Enrique.
30 seconds
right
left.
There. All right, James, Albert, Stevie B, Jordan, Zane, Julio, and Enrique.
15 seconds
Oh,
left.
Jordan upside down. Marshall in the middle. All right, drivers, as time has expired, drivers, keep going. Your name is called. Done. Everyone is still alive. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Zane Rawls done.
Zane is done.
Mr. Wick done. Enrique
Jordan's
Barba done.
done. Enrique's
Julio
done.
Abro done.
Julio's done.
James Brandt done.
James is done.
The
Albert's
smartest
done.
All
Stevie
drivers
B's
are
done.
finished.
That is your race drivers.
Lieutenant
James
Dan
taking
done.
that one. 28.
The race is completed.
508. All right, drivers, we're going to take a very short break. It is 8:25. We're definitely behind schedule. That took almost an hour to get through that round. Unreal.
Up next, race number 1. PN Kyosho
All
box
right,
stock.
drivers, we're going to get started in less than
Main.
5 minutes.
Race order
Box
is
stock, 5 minutes.
Larry Gonzalez. Russ Platts.
Larry, Russ, and
Ariston
Ariston.
Gonzalez.
Yep.
Ariston Gonzalez. Enrique Barba. Lieutenant Dan. Ariston Gonzalez. 12 flat. The smartest. 10-8. 10-5. 11-4. 14-5. 19-3. 10-9. 11-5. 10-6. 18-4. 11-7. 26.6. 10-5. 11-7. 11-7. 11-9. 32.3. 11 flat. 18-1. 10-1. 13-6. 11-2. 28.6. 10 flat. 16-3. The smartest. 10-6. 16-8. 10-3. 10-6. 27.2. Enrique Barba. 18-3. 11-5. 16-8. 10-7. 12-1. 11-5. 12-2. 23.7. 11-4. 11-8. 12-5. 11-3. 23.9. 10-4. 13 flat. Larry Gonzalez. 13-2. 12-1. 10-8. 16-1. 29.9. 13-5. 10-6. 12-1. 10-7. 10-9. 26.4. 11-1. 10-9. 13-5. 11-3. 10-7. 12-7. 11-4. 11-1. 16-4. 11-1. 11-9. 10-9. 10-8. 11-9.
All right, Jarvis, tracks closed. Jarvis, tracks closed.
10-4. 10-5.
It's time to start racing. It's going to be Larry, Russ, and Ariston.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Russ Platts.
All right, all right. I need my marshals, F1 marshals, please. F1 marshals, please. Y'all good, Larry? All right, Jarvis, tracks closed.
1 minute
Jarvis,
to the
tracks
start of the
closed.
race.
Straightaway is closed. F1 marshals. All right, Jarvis,
45
on
seconds to the start
pole.
of
It's
the
going to be
race.
Larry Gonzalez.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
In that number 2 spot is going to be Russ Platts.
30 seconds to the start of the
And
race.
in that number 3 spot is going to be Ariston. right, drivers. All
15
right,
seconds
you
to the
guys
start
ready?
of the race.
All right, drivers, this is going to be our box stock race. It's going to be 5 minutes long. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, Larry out to a nice clean start. Russ in tow. Ariston also right there. That's your 1, 2, and 3. We got orange, white, and blue. Oh, Larry rolls it over right there. That's going to put Russ to the point. Ariston all the way up to the 2 spot now. So we got Ariston and Russ. Russ weaving, trying to break that draft, coming down the back straightaway. Who comes out in front? It's going to be Larry out front. Ariston in the 2. Russ having a rough go this time around, coming through that turn 1 sweep area, getting sucked in by the draft. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right, Jarvis with 1 minute left. Well, 1 minute down, 4 to go. Jarvis, 1 down, 4 to
4
go.
minutes left.
Got Larry, Ariston, Russ. That thing doesn't have keyless entry and keyless start. All right, Jarvis, 3:50 left. Larry, Ariston, and Russ. All right, your race leader right there down the back straightaway. Ariston right there through the chicane. Larry getting by. Ariston right there through that S section. We got Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Oh, Larry with a traction roll. Ariston taking out Pops right there. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order.
3 minutes left.
All right, Jarvis, your race leader right there, Larry. Hot lap 12.5, Ariston 13.8, Russ with a 15 flat. Oh, Ariston puts it in the rail right there. Larry gets back by. We got that orange car out in the lead, blue car in the 2, white car in the 3. With 2:30 down, drivers, 2:30 to go. Your race leader. Oh! Albert, fix the rail. You're right, Albert. No, he's not wearing flip-flops. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Oh, all right. All right, so Larry right there working his way
2
through
minutes
Ariston
left.
in that 2 spot. Russ in the 3. It's like a button. All right, drivers, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order. Your race leader right there. Larry down the back straightaway through the sweeper. Right behind Ariston right there. Larry getting by. Ariston still in that 2 spot. Russ in the 3. What are you looking for, Z? Speak up.
1 minute left.
All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ. That's your running order.
$45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, with 20 seconds left, drivers. Your race leader right there, Larry out front.
15
Harrison in the
seconds
2,
left.
Russ in the 3. All right, Larry right there with the orange car. Harrison with the blue. White car is Russ. As time is about to expire, drivers, finish your laps. Your race will be done. As you come across the line, Larry takes the win. Russ
Larry
is
Gonzalez
done.
done.
Here comes
Russ Platt's
Ariston
done.
in that number 2 spot. Ariston is done. That is your race,
All
drivers.
drivers are finished.
Larry,
Ariston
Ariston,
Gonzalez done.
and Russ.
The race
to
is
winner's circle,
completed.
please. All right, Larry, Ariston, and Russ to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 2. Hobby Therapy 3500 Lexan. A main. Race order is
Thank you.
James Brandt, Chris Kemper, Colin Gonzalez, Julio Abro. Chris Kemper.
Trash closed.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Sweet tart ropes, or you dropped it? All right, James Kemper and Julio, you guys are up. Let's get them checked
1
in.
minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. James Brandt. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Julio Abro.
Come on, Julio.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, James Kemper and Julio, you guys ready? All right, drivers. On pole, it's going to be James Brandt.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
It's really loud all of a sudden. All right, drivers, in that number 2 spot, Chris Kemper. In the number 3 spot is going to be Julio. Colin Gonzalez checked out on this one. All right, drivers, you guys ready? All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Sorry, hold on. All right, one more time.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, James out to a nice, clean start right there. Kemper looking for a way out the inside. Julio right there on the tail. 1, 2, and 3 right there is going to be blue, purple, pink. That's going to be your running order after lap number 1. James and Kemper right there. Kemper looking to make a move. Kemper holding that nice line. James makes a mistake right there. Goes from the 1 to the basement. All right, so let's see. We got Kemper out front now. Julio in the 2. James in the 3 spot. So we got purple, pink, blue right there. That's your running order. All right, drivers, your race leader right there working his way around. James looking for a way by Julio. Oh, Julio runs it wide. James ducks up the inside right there. James going to try and chase down Kemper. Kemper right there with a decent-sized gap, 2.1 seconds separating first and second. So we got that purple car out in the 1, James in the 2.
left.
So it's going to be about a straightaway on the sweeper. Separating first and second, 2.5 seconds. Julio just 1 second back. Oh, Julio grabs a rail right there. All right, so let's see. Now we got Julio. We got James. Kemper, James, Julio. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Kemper right there making a move on Julio. Julio going to try and tag on the backside of Kemper. See where he can make time up. All right. Kemper stretching out that lead just a little bit, 3.7 seconds now separating first and second. Hot lap right there, Kemper with a 9.057. James with a 9.3.
Three minutes left.
All right, Kemper 32.503 pace right there. James in that 2 spot, 4.6 seconds now separating first and second. Uh-oh. All right, Kemper, James, Julio. All right, drivers with 2:10, drivers 2:15 left. Kemper out front, James in the 2, Julio in the 3, 3.6 seconds now. All right, Kemper down the back straightaway through the sweeper. Oh, James clips a rail right there. We got Kemper, James, and Julio.
2 minutes left.
All right, Kemper, James, Julio, that's your running order. Your race leader. Coming up next, AAA Stock. AAA Stock's up next. Was that my smoking light? Oh, open it up. Where's it at? Open it up. Oh. All right, Kemper, James, Julio. It's 1 minute.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers, Kemper still holding it down, 5.4 second lead over James. Julio in that number 3 spot. So we got purple, blue, and pink. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Hot lap is at
45 seconds left.
8.922. Why so slow? All right, drivers, Kemper out front, James in the 2, Julio in the 3.
30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right
15
there.
seconds left.
It's going to be Kemper, James, and Julio. All right, drivers, as time has
Chris
expired,
Kemper done.
drivers, Kemper is done. Kemper takes the
James
win.
Brandt done.
James
All
in the
drivers
2,
are finished.
Julio in the 3.
Julio Abro done.
Bring it.
The race is
bring it,
completed.
Bring it over here. All right, Kemper, James, and Julio to the winner's circle, please. Trade. Trade.
Up next, race number 3. PN Stock. A main. Race order is Mr. Wick, Lieutenant Dan, Larry Patterson, Enrique Barba,
All right, all right. Oh, the excitement.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One minute to the start of the race.
Mm-hmm. Put the original one
45
back on.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, up next, Jordan, Steve, and Larry.
$30 to the start of the race.
All right, marshals from that last race, please. Kemper,
Enrique Barba.
James, Julio. Marshals, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
See you, Phil. Have a good weekend. Oh, my God, my glue is leaned over.
Lieutenant Dan.
Got it?
Mr. Wick. Larry Patterson.
Yep. Like a child. Oh, dang it. Zane, can you bring my scissors again? All right. Thank you. All right, drivers. All right. Tracks closed, drivers. Tracks closed. What the heck? All right, drivers on pole is going to be Jordan Lawler.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
In that number 2 spot, it's going to be Stevie B. In the number 3 spot, Larry Patterson. In the number 4 spot, Enrique. All right, drivers, you guys ready? All right, drivers, all right. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, nice clean start right there. We got Jordan out front. Stevie B in the 2. Enrique in the 3. Larry in the 4 spot. All right, Jordan right there working his way through the sweeper in that number 1 spot. All right, drivers Jordan, Steve, Enrique, Larry.
4 minutes left.
With 4 minutes left, drivers. Jordan out front, Steve B in the 2, Enrique in the 3, Larry in the 4. All right, Jordan, Steve, and Enrique. Oh, Jordan losing a body right there. Hey, Jordan. Tape. All right, Enrique, Stevie B, Enrique, Larry, and Jordan now to the
3 minutes
basement.
left.
Your pole sitter. Let's see, where's he at now? So we got Stevie B, Enrique, Larry, Jordan. All right, we got Stevie B, Enrique, Larry, and Jordan. All right, let's watch this one. Oh, Jordan moving up the field right there. He gets by in. Oh no, he's a lap
2 minutes
down
left.
on Stevie B. All right, Jars with 150 left. Jars 150 left. Jordan right there through the chicane, coming up around Godzilla. All right, so let's see, where's Enrique? Enrique right there through the sweeper. All right, Stevie B with that hot lap, 10-4. Jordan with the 10-4-9. Ten 4-3.
One minute left.
All right, drivers, you heard the lady. Less than a minute on the clock. Keep it smooth, keep it clean.
$45 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 35 seconds on the clock, drivers. Stevie B out front, Enrique in the 2, Jordan in the 3, Larry in the 4.
$30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, your race leader right there, Stevie B.
15 seconds left.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on evap mode. All right, Stevie B has time is about to expire, drivers. Your race leader
Mr. Wick done.
gets caught.
Enrique
Sorry,
Barba
Stevie
done.
B right there across the line. Stevie B takes the win.
Larry Patterson
Jordan
done.
in the 2, Enrique in
All
the 3,
drivers are
Larry
finished.
in the 4 spot.
Lieutenant Dan done.
We get Stevie
The
B,
race is
Jordan, and
completed.
Enrique to the winner's circle, please. Yeah, of the smoke.
Up next, race number 4. PN Superstock. A main. Race order is James Brandt, Chris Kemper, Colin Gonzalez, Mark, Enrique Barba, Julio Abro.
this is eval.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Smells like so like a what's it called? How come it doesn't? Huh? I don't know. It doesn't go into evap mode though. Yeah.
Mark. Chris Kemper. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Why doesn't it go into the evap mode?
James Brent. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
What the hell?
Julio Abro. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
It doesn't turn. It's the smoke
Enrique
machine.
Barba.
No, it doesn't do anything. All right, yeah. All right, I need my marshals from that last race, please. All right. Superstock, Colin, who are we missing? All right.
Enrique
All right,
Barba.
drivers. On pole. It's going to be James Brandt.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
And the number 2 spot's going to be Chris Kemper. And the number 3 spot, Mark K. And the number 4 spot is going to be Enrique. And the number 5 spot's going to be Julio. All right. You guys ready? All right, drivers. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, we got James out to a nice clean start right there. It's going to put, looks like Enrique to the 2. Oh, it wasn't the 2. All right, James out to a nice clean start. Julio, Kemper, Enrique, and Mark K. All right, James, Kemper,
minutes
Julio,
left.
Enrique, and Mark K. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K. Your race leader. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K. I think I need to use different
4 minutes left.
fluid. All right, your race leader right there, 5.1 seconds up. You got James and Kemper right there racing it out. Julio just 2.8 seconds back. 3.5 now. Oh. Is it going to give as much? But it's wet, though. What do you think this is? White mineral oil. Non-toxic? It's mineral oil. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K.
3 minutes left.
Hey, we need some smelly mineral oil. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K. That's your running order. So it's an oil burner. That's not good. You think it'll burn? You think if I put water in it, it'll burn water? Right. All right. James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, Mark K. All right,
2
James,
minutes
Kemper,
left.
Julio, Enrique, and Mark K. Oh, no. This is ready to go, man. All right, 150 left, drivers. I'll just use some VG. Glycerin. Vape stuff. All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K. Did the lights come too, Melinda? All right, your race leader right there is going to be that all silver car working his way through, coming out onto the back straightaway. Coming up behind Mark K. That's your race leader. Kemper in the 2 spot right there behind
1 minute left.
Julio, behind Enrique. All right, down the back straightaway goes your 2. Kemper, 11.2 seconds back.
45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
All right, drivers, less than 30 on the clock. Drivers, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K.
$15 seconds left.
All right, James, Kemper, Julio, Enrique, and Mark K.
Enrique Barba done.
Oh.
Julio Abro done.
All right, Julio's
Chris
done,
Kemper
Enrique's done, Kemper's done.
Mark
James
done.
takes
All drivers
the
are
win.
finished.
That is your race drivers,
James Brandt
James,
done.
Kemper, and Julio.
The race is
Winner circle,
completed.
please.
Up next, race number 5. Sportsman 3500. A main. Race order is Lieutenant Dan, Mark, Larry Patterson, Larry Gonzalez, Rob Allen. 2 minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. Larry Patterson.
All right, Sportsman
45 seconds to
3500,
the start of the
Stevie B,
race.
Mark K, Larry Patterson, LG. Rob is out.
Larry Gonzalez. Larry Patterson. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Lieutenant Dan. Mark.
All right, driver Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, and LG. You guys good? All right, driver, track's closed. Let's line them up on the back straightaway. On pole, it's going to be Stevie B.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
All right, in that number 2 spot is Mark K. In a number 3 spot, it's going to be Larry Patterson. In a number 4 spot, it's going to be Larry Gonzalez. Sorry, I'm messing with the volume. It was really loud. All right, drivers, all right. We're ready? We got marshals? I need a marshal on the far side, please. All right, drivers. Drivers ready. Marshals ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
All right, we got Stevie B out to a nice clean start. Mark K in tow. And then we got Larry in that 3 spot. And LG in the 4. All right, Larry Patterson out front. Mark K in the 2. Stevie B in the 3 spot. So we got Larry right there keeping it smooth and clean. It's going to be that red, white, and blue right there. Larry Patterson, he's got Stevie B right on the back side of him right there. So we got Larry and Stevie. Oh, Stevie B takes Larry out right there. Come on, marshals.
4 minutes left.
All right, Larry, Stevie B, and Mark K, and Larry Gonzalez. Why, you might as well just run mod with that car, man. I mean, I'm gonna run into the back of you on the straightaway, but you know. All right, Larry, Stevie B Mark K, Stevie B, Larry, and LG. All right, Jarvis, 2
3
down, 3
minutes
to go.
left.
Jarvis, 2 down, 3 to go. Mark K, Stevie B, Larry, and LG. All right, Mark K. It's gonna be that desert sand or whatever. All right, Stevie B to the point now. Hot lap 10-3. All right, Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, and LG. All right, drivers coming up next, F1s. All right, drivers with 3 down, 2 to go. Drivers 3 down, 2 to go. Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, and
2 minutes left.
LG. All right, Stevie B, Mark K, Larry Patterson, and Larry Gonzalez. Your race leaders right there, Stevie B and Mark K. Oh, Larry grabs a rail right there. All right, Stevie B down to a 9-8. All right, drivers, Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, and LG.
1 minute left.
Well, maybe on second thought. Oh.
45 seconds left.
All right, Stevie B, Mark K, Larry, and LG. That's your running order. Yep.
30 seconds left.
All right, Stevie B, Mark K, and Larry. Stevie B and Mark K separated by 4.1 seconds. Uh-oh. Couple of mistakes by...
15 seconds left.
All right, drivers, as time is about to expire, drivers. Keep going, drivers, keep going. Your race will be done as you come across the line, drivers. Time has expired. Keep going, drivers. Larry Patterson is done.
Larry Patterson done. Lieutenant Dan
Stevie B's
done.
done.
Mark done.
K is done.
All drivers are finished.
Larry
Larry
Gonzalez
Gonzalez
done.
done.
That is race
The
drivers.
race is
Let me get
completed.
Stevie B, Mark K, and Larry Patterson to the winner's circle, please.
Up next, race number 6.
Larry,
PNF1.
let me see your card.
A main. Race order is James Brandt, the smartest. Julio Abro. Lieutenant Dan. Mr. Wick. Zane Rawls. Enrique Barba.
Yep. Your
2
whole
minutes
order
to the start of the
apologies.
race.
Yeah. You need better screws. Yeah, we have all the screw kits here. Yes. Oh, it's going to be Stevie B, Mark K, and Larry Patterson. All right, F1s. F1s.
The smartest.
You gotta be dominant in order to get out of sportsman. I'm
1
just
minute to
saying.
the start of the race.
Second place can't finish on the same lap.
James Brandt. Mr. Wick.
All right,
45
James,
seconds to the
Albert,
start of the
Jordan
race.
already checked. Waiting on Julio, Stevie B, Zane, and Enrique. Not making it? What happened? Just drive it without
30
it.
seconds to the start of the race.
How is it off?
Zane Rawls. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Julio Abro.
All right, waiting on Julio and Stevie B. Hey, Ariston, can you come and help Marshall? Please, thank you. All right, waiting on Stevie B to check.
Lieutenant Dan.
Thank you, thank you. All right, you guys good? All right, drivers, all right. On pole is going to be James Brandt.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
In the number 2 spot, just because I can, it's going to be Albert.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
In the number 2 spot, it's going to be Julio. In the number 3 spot, Julio. In the number 4 spot, Stevie B. In the number 5 spot, Jordan Lawler. And in the number 6 spot, Zane Rawls. What? All right, drivers. You guys ready? All right, drivers. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready.
The race is starting in less than 5.
Oh, James runs it a little bit wide going into turn number 1. Albert takes over the lead early on. All right, let's see what the motor looks like. Oh, James with a little bit of motor on Albert. All right, side by side, James ducks up the inside. Oh, isn't able to make it stick right there. Drops down to the basement spot. Oh, that's not James in the basement. Sorry, that's Zane to the basement. All right, so we got Albert, Julio, Steve B, James, Jordan, and Zane. All right, let's see your race leader right there. Albert out front, Julio in the 2. It's going to be James in the 3, Jordan in the 4, Steve B in the 5, Zane in the 6, Enrique in the 7.
4 minutes left.
All right, Albert, Julio, James. That's your 1, 2, and 3 right there. Julio looking for a way by, not able to make it happen. So we got Albert and Julio and James right there. Your 1, 2, and 3 down the back straightaway. Albert getting a little bit squirrely right there, coming on the back straightaway as they work their way through Godzilla, coming up around King Kong onto the back straightaway. Albert able to stretch that out just a little bit. All right, that's your race leaders. Thank you very much. All right, so we got Albert, Julio, James, Jordan, Steve, and Zane. That's your running order. All right, Jordan and Steve right there racing it out for position. All right,
3
let's
minutes
see what
left.
we got going on here. So we got Albert hot lap 10-2, James 10-2-4, Julio with a 10-3, Jordan with a 10-7, Stephen B with a 10-6, Zane with a 10-6. All right, everybody in the 10s right now. Hot laps separated by 4 tenths. All right, drivers, your race leader right there with 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. We got James out front. Albert in the 2, Enrique in the 3. Oh, sorry, Julio in the 3, Jordan in the 4, Steve in the 5, Zane in the 6 spot. Enrique's in the pit. All right, drivers with 3 down, 2 to go. Drivers 3 down, 2 to go. James, Albert, Julio, Jordan, Steve, and
2
Zane.
minutes
That's
left.
your running order. Your race leader right there coming up on the backside of Jordan. Albert right there coming up on the backside of Jordan next. All right, Albert and Julio right there, closest battle on track, separated by 1.6 seconds. Albert 2.2 back. All right, James, Albert, Julio, Jordan, Stevie B, and Zane. That's your running order.
One minute left.
Oh, Marshall and Sweeper. All right, James. Let's see where he's at now. James.
45 seconds
Albert
left.
to the point now. James dropping to the 3 with 40 seconds left, drivers. So we got James, Julio, and Albert, Julio, James down the back straight right there. That's your 2 and 3.
30 seconds left.
Oh, James ducks up the inside. Julio gives him a tap right there. I'm not sure if that was a racing incident or not. All right, so we got Julio and James
15
right there
seconds left.
dicing it up with Albert down the back straightaway through the turn 1 area. Through Godzilla right now goes your race leader. You got Julio in the 2, James in the 3 spot down the back straightaway. Your 2-3 battle. Albert
Zane Rawls
takes
done.
the win.
Julio
Julio in
done.
the 2, James in
James
the
Grant
3,
done.
Jordan in
Mr.
the
Wood
4,
done.
Stevie
All
B in
drivers
the
are
5,
finished.
and Zane in the 6
Lieutenant Dan
spot.
done. The
Albert,
race is
Julio,
completed.
James to the winner's circle, please. All right, drivers, Albert, Julio, and James. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming out to our Wednesday night race program. All right, guys. Thank you guys once again for coming out to our Wednesday night race program. We're doing it all again on Saturday. Tomorrow and Friday is test and tune all day long on both days. I'll be here all day tomorrow testing. I should put it on live, but I won't. All right, drivers. Thank you guys very much once again for coming out. Don't forget, pay your bills and clean up your pit spots because only Marley's mom works here. Yours does not. We'll see you.